as we all know, being an actor can be a very lonely thing. And it's partly because, unlike musicians, we can't really work on our own. It's well, we can to some extent, but it's essentially a group activity, acting. And so everybody understood very, very clearly that an organization which enabled people to not only work on exercises and together, perhaps sometimes plan productions, stage them in the theatre so wonderfully endowed by Alan Bates in honor of his dead son, but also it was a chance for people to connect to each other, to discuss this. Our country is not very good at what you might call the community of the artists. Almost every European country that I know have worked in, to some extent in America too, but less so, Europe's the place where there's always a cafe where actors, dancers, sculptors, artists go, and they thrash out the ideas which inform their work, and we discuss what's lacking, what we think should happen, and great ideas are born there. That doesn't really exist in this country anymore. There were places, mostly rather disreputable drinking establishments, but there were restaurants like Joe Allen and so on, but somehow that's all dissipated, and once again actors are very disconnected. And so this is why, I feel so passionate about the return of this great idea. But I think we all also feel, and we need to share with each other the grief of our profession. And I think we can all probably relate to a remark made by Cyril Cusack, quite a well-known remark, which he said that every play that he ever did, he felt as if it was the first job he'd ever had. And every show that he closed in, he felt it was the last job he'd ever have. There's this kind of flicker of delight and joy, and you're able to continue, you're able to contribute what you have to contribute, and then it can so easily be snuffed out, and then you're in this kind of slightly opaque area. And the whole point of the Actors Centre was absolutely to do that. I have to say at this point that my colleagues have been absolutely astounding. They've all become much more than I. I haven't been nearly as involved as I would like to have been for various reasons, but they have turned themselves into sleuths, into financial advisors, into combatants, into politicians. They have labored unceasingly, and my admiration for them is beyond description. And therefore, that's really all I have to say, which is we must continue with this fight. But the more people that are with us on this, so you, I hope everyone in this room clearly is here because you believe in this idea or certainly want to know what's happening about the Actors Centre, but if you please communicate with all your peers and your friends and your mates, and any time you do a show or a movie or something like that, remind them of the idea of the Actors Centre, which burns incredibly bright still. So that's all I have to say, but please, this flame must be made larger. It must not be allowed to flicker out. Thank you.